Yo, hello and welcome to today's stream. It's been a while. Well, at least since the Ocarina stream some days ago, I guess. Yeah, but it's been a lot of days since the last Pain Monday. I'm so sorry it disappeared so suddenly. I wanted to make the most of the days that Lina was here, but now I'm ready to go back to Pain Monday. Oh god, that's a lot of chibis that I'm gonna have to do. I left it right where I had to do a lot of sketches, which is fine. Yeah, actually it's fine. Let's do these. But first of all, welcome. I hope you've all had a great day today. I hope I haven't forgotten how to stream. I hope I haven't messed up anything. You stop streaming for some days and you forget everything about how streaming works. So, let's see. I do have some references that I didn't have last time, and I think I've got enough to do everyone in this page now. Yo, welcome! I am back! It's Thursday, but we're doing Pain Monday! Yay! I have returned. Also, I have good and bad news. You may have noticed that up there in the completed number, some things have changed a little bit. Well, I may or may not have deleted 5 characters from the list, which reminds me, I should also change the other number, because the bad news is that those characters already had chibis done, so that does not count as finished chibis. 351 out of 435. It's gonna be a pain to have to reorder all the chibis again, but at least I haven't done any graphics to post them. I did some of them, but I'm not super happy with them, so I'm probably gonna have to put the chibis in a nice background one of these days. I don't know. Someday I'll do it, I guess. I keep forgetting to do that. But yeah, good and bad news. Good news is now there's less OCs in my OC list. The bad news is that those OCs already had chibis, so it does not mean less work for me. It means that 5 chibis that I've already done in this challenge, they are no longer in the list, so they no longer count. Es a la vez más pain y menos pain. Yeah, at the same time it's more pain and less pain. That's just how it is sometimes. At least it's better for me though, because now that means that that's 5 OCs that I don't have to worry about. That's 5 OCs that weren't even gonna be in any stories or didn't have any important roles. So yeah, not so bad. Now my list is a little bit more clean, I guess. Yo-hooo, Kami, welcome! How's it going? Welcome to the stream! So, starting with this mess of a bunch of references, let's go. Let's hide the references that we don't need right now. Let's keep the one that we're gonna be working on next, which is this guy. This guy didn't have a design for a very long time, but I did the sketch a couple months ago, I think. It was before I took a break from streaming, so he's been waiting for a long time to get his design done. Yeah, thank you! I am glad to hear that. Yo, Michal, welcome! Welcome to the stream! How's it going today? I've just come back from a little break from streaming, a little month-long break more or less. So okay, oh yeah, right, first of all, I am back. completely. I'm gonna try to go back to my usual schedule of streaming. I've only been doing some collabs lately because a friend of mine, Lena, was here at my house, so we took the chance to do some off collabs, both on their channel and on my channel. We played Ocarina of Time here, we did the drawing stream one day, we also played Babe's You here, and also, what else did we do? We played Fox on her channel, which was really fun, so I recommend checking it out on Lena channel. And aside from that, I took a break because we wanted to go outside, we wanted to go to places, so we didn't really have much time for streaming. We always ended up quite tired. We took a lot of naps. I took a lot more naps than I usually do. I feel like I've had a most normal schedule in the past days, which is very weird for me. I usually go to sleep at like 7 AM. Yes, 7 AM. I've had a normal person schedule and I've been outside, I've been touching grass. But now I'm back in my cave. I'm back to my normal schedule of staying up until 7 AM and streaming, so we are so back. And I'm gonna try to go back to my usual schedule this next week. We're gonna have Mother 3 tomorrow, and next week it's gonna be the usual, like Paint Monday on Monday, probably a game on Tuesday, probably I'm gonna take a break on Wednesday, and Thursdays for the next 4 weeks we're gonna have double Paint Mondays because I missed 4 Paint Mondays or so we gotta recover those. So that's gonna be the plan for the next weeks. And Mother 3 on Fridays, of course. I'm excited to continue. It's been a lot of weeks without Mother 3. But I have been playing a lot of Etrian Odyssey 3. Different kind of 3, but very cool 3. I really like Etrian Odyssey. I want to play more of it. It's really fun, really grindy, but also really fun. So, let's go. I have more or less an idea for the pose. Let's get the size of the head. I've also been meaning to draw a lot more, so as soon as I finish with the Paint Mondays that I need to recover, we're gonna go back to drawing a lot. I really want to draw a lot. I've been planning a lot of drawing ideas lately. As I always say, I have a list. I love making lists, and I do indeed have a list of drawings that I want to do. So yeah, as soon as I can go back to drawing regularly on stream, things that are not Paint Monday, we're gonna be tackling that list probably. So many things to draw. Yo, Zyker, welcome! Yes, today is Monday. Clearly, it says so in the stream, so that must mean it's true. It's Paint Monday. Okay, that's it for the head. Okay, I don't even know where to begin because I do have a pose visualized, but I'm not sure if it's gonna turn out right from the get-go. We're gonna try. So, I'm gonna try to not zoom in. I'm gonna try to sketch the pose really fast and not focus on the details. New Yomi, new Paint Monday, new Chibis. New Paint Monday, new me, I guess. Let's try to figure this out without getting stuck. So, wait, this should be more like something like this. It's gonna have very short legs for a moment. It will make sense later, do not worry. Sí, su diseño está un poco difícil, la verdad. No pensé que fuera a salirme tal como imaginaba, pero quedó bastante parecido a como lo visualicé. I didn't think he would turn out so similar to how I envisioned him, but it did turn out quite well, so at least with the design I'm happy, but it is a complicated design. It's a bit complicated design. It's gonna have a lot of scales. Okay. Not too many details, Yomi. Just a few of them to figure out shapes and what goes where. Okay. Arm goes here. Oh my god, I'm sketching really fast, guys! I'm managing to sketch really fast. No way. Maybe the break has really given me new powers, perhaps. So, there's the sword. How are we gonna do the sword? The sword goes here. The sword is cut off in here, but it's supposed to be like a big blade. It's not looking too good. I think we're gonna have to move him a little bit. I have an idea because his legs right now look really short. Es difícil que no te vayas los mini detalles y pintar píxeles. Es que, sabiendo mi historial, en realidad no te culpo. I don't blame you. I don't blame you for, like, thinking it's difficult for me to not go super zoomed in and doing these chibis like they are pixel arts, pixel by pixel. I do that most of the time. Yeah, not blaming anyone. But it's okay. I am a new Yomi. You can believe in me. Yo, Waito, welcome! It's been a while, yeah! I hope you've been doing well. I am back. I have returned. Okay, what if we try going a little bit diagonal? Maybe something a little bit more floaty can help. First time we're seeing Yomi in 2026. Last stream was 2025. Wait, what? Really? That's not true. I streamed some days ago. I streamed Ocarina of Time, guys. I did my yearly Ocarina of Time stream. Now we're gonna have to wait until next year to continue. Yeah, usually I have a good memory. Normalmente tengo buena memoria. A veces no, a veces se me olvidan cosas, pero al menos para nombres suelo tener buena memoria. Jeje. At least for names I tend to have a good memory, but for some other things, I forgot. My break was cool, it was really fun. I went outside, I got like attacked by the giant orb of fire in the sky. But it was fun either way. I rarely go outside, so Lina coming to my house is like a good excuse to go outside. ¿Al final compraste joystick? No, es el mando de Lina. I use Lina's controller for playing Ocarina of Time. That's why we can only do one Ocarina of Time stream a year. Because it's when Lina comes. Last Ocarina stream was in 2025, that's true. Because it's a yearly thing. We're gonna continue it next year. This way, maybe like 2040 or so, we're gonna finish the game. Sounds good enough. Quizá en como 2040 podemos terminar Ocarina of Time. ¿Qué os parece? Okay. I might get a controller before then though, so maybe someday we'll be able to do more than one stream a year. But at least we did some progress. We got to the forest temple. So that's some progress at least. Eventually I will finish it, I promise. It's gonna be the longest slow run. En vez de una speed run va a ser un slow run. Instead of a speed run, it's gonna be a slow run. Okay. More or less, the chibi is taking up shape. So there's the arm. Okay, I don't know how to draw hands holding swords. In fact, maybe this arm would be like behind the body, and then we can just like see the sword here, perhaps. Maybe that's a good excuse to not have to draw. Not have to draw the hand. There we go. It's a bit of a fish-themed sword. Something like this. There's these dots that fish usually have on the sides. And here. Guess we can add some more details. There we go. Thank goodness you're a ghost, or you would die before finishing it. I promised I would finish it. I have to hold up to my promise. Maybe it's one of the reasons why I'm a ghost. You know what they say, that ghosts are people who still have things to do in this world? One of those things for me is Ocarina of Time. I'm not going anywhere until I finish Ocarina of Time. Okay, this is looking a lot better, I think. So, there's the fabric that's gonna go over here, perhaps. I'll tell my kids to continue watching. No, be strong. Maybe you'll get to see the last temple at least. Maybe you'll get to see me fight Ganondorf. You need to be strong until then at least. Okay, let's move him a little bit over here. Oh, I just realized his horns are not gonna fit in the square. Acabo de darme cuenta, sus cuernos no van a caber. His horns are not gonna fit in here. We're gonna have to compress this chibi a little bit. Okay, compress this. There we go. This should work. I guess this should work. Okay, I think everything should fit in the square now. The arm, however, I'm gonna change it a little bit. Okay, I think it's gonna turn out pretty good. Let's not detail the hand too much for now. This goes here. There we go. Something that this pose isn't gonna let me show much is the leg design, which would be cool because there's like some armor in there, some more scales. I'm gonna try to show it in some way. There isn't that much space for anything in the chibi. All the details need to be super tiny. There we go. By the way, before I forget, have you guys seen the pinned message? I need to make a special mention to something that was announced some days ago. Remember the secret project? I made a post about it, so maybe you already know, but can never be too sure. You know? Always gotta mention things to make sure the entire world knows. Let me drink some water. Yo guys, welcome! How's it going? Welcome to the stream. So, remember the secret project that I have been mentioning for a bunch of streams, even though it's been long since I last streamed, so maybe I won't blame you if you don't remember. From time to time, I have mentioned this secret project that I was working on with some friends. And that secret project, it's now announced. It's now no longer secret. So let me show you. Let me show you what we have been working on for a little bit over the past year. I present you And the Wild Hunt, a game that we have been working on. I have been doing a lot of art for it, by the way. Here's some more screenshots. There's the pinned message with the link to the announcement if you guys want to help us spread the word around. But we have been putting a lot of work into this game. It's Horde Survivors with cards. You can summon 100 rats, by the way. Very important detail of the game. It's a game that features 100 rats at least. You can summon more than 100 if you have more than that card, so... And then this one. We've got these screenshots and some others. There are also some other videos and stuff that we have posted in the account. If you wanna check them out, we showed a little intro of one of the characters, we showed a little bit of the cards, we showed the title screen yesterday. We have been working a lot on this game and we hope to have a demo ready for later this year. These hearts look like yours! Oh yeah, I wonder why. I wonder why this looks like my style, yeah. I wonder who did this. Who's the artist for these guys? ¿Quién hizo el arte de esto? Me pregunto. ¿Quién ha hecho este arte? It's probably gonna be released on Steam, yeah. We do plan on putting it on Steam and probably also itch.io. We haven't made a page on either yet because we want to have a little bit more of the demo ready, but every day it gets a little bit closer to being playable completely. Like, it's one of the best feelings is seeing it take shape and feeling like, wow, this looks like a game. Every time it looks more and more like a game. Wow. So yeah. Yeah, muchas gracias. Este es el juego en el que hemos estado trabajando por un poco más de un año ya. Empezamos en febrero 2025 y hemos estado trabajando en este juego desde entonces, un poquito cada semana, un poquito cada día, y poco a poco está ya tomando forma de demo jugable que se podrá jugar, que existirá. Yeah, thank you so much. Yo, Sergio, ¿qué tal? Ya hablo español, soy de España, yep. Sorpresa. Estimated time of arrival around, I don't know, there's no estimated time of arrival, sadly. We don't have a specific date for it yet, but as soon as we can decide on a release date for the demo or for the full game, we'll definitely let everyone know. Yep. But for now, if you guys want to help us spread the word, here's the announcement post if you want to check it out. And in the Twitter itself, there's a lot of other videos that we have been posting these past days. So yeah, we hope that you enjoy what we have been working on. I'm really excited to show all the cards, all the arts that I have done for the cards. Like, look at those. Look at the vitamins. The vitamins are really funny. They got googly eyes. That was our programmer's idea, to give them googly eyes, by the way, so credits to our programmer. And also one of the playable characters so far. There's gonna be multiple playable characters, as you can see here. For now there's one, which is what we've been focusing on, to at least have one playable character that you can play with. So yeah, there's gonna be more. We have a lot of plans for these. We're gonna keep expanding it when it's released. Yep. The vitamins are so cute. I love the vitamins too. I had a lot of trouble making the card. I didn't really know how to go with it. Making art for cards has been a fun experience. Ha sido una experiencia interesante aprender a hacer como arte para cartas, porque es como hacer una ilustración, pero a la vez tiene que quedar como representativo de la carta. No sé, ha sido divertido. Hacía mucho que no hacía tanto pixelar seguido. 27 characters at the base roster and more 21 DLCs, bit by bit. Maybe we're gonna get there eventually. Quizá llegaremos ahí eventualmente. 27 personajes en el roster base, quizá. Tenemos unos cuantos pensados. De momento solo podemos mostraros estas siluetas. For now, we can only show you these silhouettes, so you can imagine what the characters are gonna be like. Yep. Next time we will drop our Magic the Gathering. That would be cool. At least now I got a little bit of experience making art for cards. Estaría cool hacer las físicas algún día, aunque sea solo como merch. Cosas decorativas. Estaría cool. These cards are global or they are different for each character? There are global cards and there are cards for each character. Each character is gonna have like specific cards. Like for example, this character, Carmine, she's got specific cards that are just hers. But there's also cards that any character can use, for example. 100 rats. Anyone can summon 100 rats, because why wouldn't you want to summon 100 rats? Everyone should be able to do that. But yeah, we've done a bunch of cards. And also enemies, even if you can only see like 2 of them here. I've done animations. I've done animations, which is something I don't usually do. I've been learning how to do pixel art animations. I'm really proud of how they turned out. And I hope that they are gonna keep getting even better in the future. It's been really cool seeing it take shape. I'm excited to share more of it. Every week we're gonna be posting more updates on it, so stay tuned on the Twitter if you wanna see the new things that we're gonna be showing. Okay, let's see. Okay, the sword looks like a sword. So let's add the rest. Since there's a lot of space here at the left, I think we're gonna put the hair over there. Let's see, ears. It would be really cool to make like a physical deck one day. Even in the previous project that we were making, which by the way we're gonna go back to it eventually. It was also kinda card themed, but this time we're embracing the card mechanics. It's a proper card game. The cards are not just for aesthetic. I guess we do really like cards. Okay, the hair. Like now that since there's a lot of space here, we're gonna put the hair over here. There we go. Yokomono, welcome! How's it going? Welcome to the stream. We are back. I have returned after a little break. And now I am back to paint more Monday. Aside from that, I have also been posting some updates on my coffee about my own projects because I'm also working on those at the same time. Making so many game projects at the same time. And as soon as I can, I wanna also go back to streaming some game dev process, making some talk sprites and stuff because I do have to make a lot of talk sprites. Because for some reason, I decided that I'm gonna remake all the talk sprites of one of my games into pixel art. I had drawn them normally, they were like normal drawn talk sprites, and I said, hey, what if I remake them all as pixel art this time? Decisions that I should not be allowed to make, but I have done regardless. Why do I hurt myself? I don't know. It's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be worth it. I promise. It's gonna look so much better. Yoko Morador, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. I am back from my break. My surprise break. Ready to paint more Mondays. I mean chibis. I'm honestly a lot more proud of how the pixel arts have turned out so far in those stock sprites. So I think it's definitely gonna be worth it. But it would definitely be a lot easier if I could like stream them so I could force myself to make them instead of like working on them every once in a while. Streaming really helps focus on like something to do. I'm back on the creator minds. Yes, finally. Yo, internet mouse, welcome. It is going well today. Had a chill, nice day, and now I'm ready to continue drawing. Because I haven't done Paint Monday in a while. In like 4 weeks. Excuse me, because good. I'll keep drawing then. This way I can keep being excused. I can be forgiven of anything if I keep drawing, I guess. There's still some things about the pose and composition that I think can be better. But we'll get there. Okay, this horn is a problem. Because it kinda gets outside of the frame. Yeah, that's a problem. Maybe if I change the other? Maybe if I do this, I can make them both look the same? It's a chibi, so if the horns look a little bit smaller, I don't think it's much of a problem. You're 351? Yep. Funny thing, I was at 356. However, I removed 5 characters from the OC list these past days. And they were all characters that had chibis already done, so I guess that's part of my progress, a little bit undone. But it just means that those OCs no longer count in the OC list. So we still have the same amount of OCs left. That hasn't changed. Could also tell me more about this man. Is he single? As far as I know, I don't know, I've never thought about it. So maybe yes. Maybe I can tell you the good news that yes, he probably is. Because I've never thought about it. I don't know. You could change that though. You are free to try to change that. The mates? Wait, what mates? There's these four birds. They are all bird themed for some strange coincidence. All the first four characters ended up being bird themed. It was not on purpose, they just ended up being bird themed. Yeah, I don't know. It's fitting. They are all bird. Yo, Nami, welcome! How's it going? Welcome to the stream. I guess the colors can kinda remind of mates. This one's an idol. These two are judges. And this one, she's just there. She's cool. She doesn't have an occupation that I could define. She's just there. She looks fancy. Okay. I think we can fix the head a little bit. His phone number! Unfortunately, there are no phones in the world he lives in. There are no phones in the world of dreams. You can contact him through, like, conches in the beach. You put a conch to your ear, maybe you can try to send a message. No, be strong, Nami. Man, work sucks. I hope that it goes well. It's normal to feel stressed, but at least I hope the stream can help you distract yourself. Maybe that can help you sleep, which is the important thing now. It's important to rest so you can work more tomorrow. That's true, no screenshotting or taking photos on dreams. That's one of the worst things ever, when you're in like a dream and you see like a very, very beautiful place and you're like, wow, I'm gonna take a photo of that. And you take a photo and it does not exist. Sometimes I spend like some time in my dreams trying to take photos of like something cool that I've seen. And then I take the photo and I'm like super relieved that wow, now I can keep this view forever. Then I wake up and the photo was never real. Man, the pinned message at the bottom of the chat is like confusing me. I keep thinking, wait, when have I sent this message? I'm not used to this. I'm not focusing too much on the details. There should be the clothes over here. Wonder if there should be some sort of pattern at the bottom of the clothes. Hmm. Maybe let's try and see how it looks. Parece un clon de Yomi en chat casualmente promocionando su juego. Continuamente está ocurriendo. Es como si ocurriera eso continuamente con el mensaje ahí abajo. Me está confundiendo mucho. Estoy como, wait, ¿cuándo he enviado ese mensaje? What's this beauty's name? What are his hobbies? I'm gonna write down his name in a moment. His name is Focalor. And he's like the keeper of some underwater ruins. Imagine like Poseidon, but Poseidon is like a demon of sorts. And lives in the world of dreams. He's undoubtedly Poseidon inspired a little bit. Poseidon if he was a himbo, I think. I think that's a bit of a accurate definition. Yeah, good luck, Nami. I hope it goes well. It sucks when they don't reply to you. I hope that they give you a good response. Yo-hooo Wolfie, welcome! How's it going? Welcome to the stream. I think this is my only himbo in the OC list actually. Now that I think about it, I think he's the only one. It's the only character that could be considered a himbo in my OC list. The only himbo in the entire Yomiverse. I don't know why I had never thought of making another one. No, laptop broke! Man, that's a really bad streak of luck. Be strong. Sending strength and good luck. I think if I can move the eye a little bit. I feel like I would. I would try to make the head a little bit more looking up. Perspective of the head could be a little bit different. Yoga Logan, welcome! How's it going? I am back from my break. Finally. Finally Pain Monday. We could have done Pain Monday in the past weeks, but we ended up really busy. Okay, let's try to make the eye a little bit better. Let's hope that this helps the perspective a little bit. Yeah, I hope it went well with the family visit. Yay. It's nice to visit family from time to time. Okay, let's see how this goes. He needs the very, very dumb smile. That's very important for his character. There we go. More or less. That works. I'll fix this eye a little bit. Not a thought in his head. Head empty, no thoughts. Oh yeah, I know there's a Yomi in Trical, yeah. And as far as I know, one of the things about her is that she's really tiny. Really Yomi inaccurate. That's not a good representation for a Yomi, I have to say. It's gonna make people think that all Yomis are small, and that is not true. It's literally not true. Okay, let's write down his name. This is Focalor. I just realized something. I completely wasted an opportunity to make a silly pun with his name. Because foca in Spanish means seal. I could have made him seal themed. Maybe it wouldn't have really fit, but it would have been really funny. He lives in the water. I could have done that. Habría sido gracioso darle temática de foca. Porque vive en el mar. Desperdicia una oportunidad maravillosa de hacer un juego de palabras. ¿Podréis perdonarme por esto? Will you be able to forgive me for this? Because calor. Okay, I guess that counts too. That's also silly pun. You're welcome. Elven Swordsmaster? No, not really. He has pointy ears, but he's a demon. He's one of the demons of the Ars Goetia. Seals don't have horns, yeah, but birds also don't have horns. And these 4 characters are bird-themed, and they all have horns. So one thing wouldn't stop me. It might be a bit difficult though to make a seal-themed demon character. It could be interesting to try. But speaking of like fish and no, seals are not fish. Speaking of marine creatures, the next character is also a marine creature, a fish. Next character is a fish. Here we go. Okay, we're gonna leave the rest for the line art. Yo-hooo Makuyo, welcome! How's it going? Yeah, these 2 are twins. I think they are the only twins in the Ars Goetia here because their names are so similar and they are both birds. So I was like, okay, I need to make them twins. It's necessary. It literally writes itself. Yep. Okay, we got the first one of this row. Let's move on to the next one. Who I only have these sketches for. and also it is pixel art, so we're gonna have to decipher her design from there. I haven't drawn her in so long. Here we go. Yeah, they are judges. They are actually judges. I tried to make their designs a little bit judge inspired, but at the same time giving them a little bit of a fantasy feel. So yeah, they are judges. One of them has the scales, and the other one has the weights, which are chess pieces. Ta-chan! They are cute judges. The judges of the dream world. Alpha shows up as a boss in Castlevania series. Right, there's a lot of Ars Goetia in Castlevania and also in Bloodstain, I think. I remember in Bloodstain there's a lot of Ars Goetia demons in there. You did a great job with the style, thank you! I'm pretty happy with their designs. I really wanted to do a little bit of research so they would give off the judge feel a little bit. Yeah. I hope that they look fitting. Yo, Sherry! Welcome! Glad you're doing well! Welcome to the stream! It has been a while, but I am back. I have returned. And now I need to draw a fish. Okay, let me move the color a little bit, because he's a little bit to the right. And now we're gonna start Pepper's sketch. Fish. So, I'm gonna go a lot more with the design in the pixel art, because that's a newer version. All the others are like little sketches that I did when I was figuring out the design. So we're gonna try to decipher it from the tiny pixels in here. I think I remember more or less what it looked like, so let's do our best with that. What I'm thinking though, should I draw her with the fishtail or without the fishtail? Like, she can change. She can change between the legs and fishtail. The legs would be something like this. Well, more like what you can see here, but she's very trustworthy. She sometimes spends a lot of time in the bathtub with her fishtail. Yo, Nirvana, welcome! How's it going? Welcome to the stream! In-game sprite for the boss Beelzebub was taken directly from the Ars Goetia. Oh, cool! They literally put the same art in there. Just my opinion, but usually judge clothing are longer since judge has to look wise. That makes sense, yeah. Would it be fine to make an exception for like fantasy purposes? Because honestly, I do like how these ones look. There's the long clothes on the back. But they're probably not the only judges in there. I could make an alternate design for like the normal judges in the courtroom of the dream world. I'll take note of that. Can give a Nari's tail and still put her legs so it can show she can do both. That could be interesting. Doing the tail with like effects. Wit is always more interesting. It would occupy a lot more space though. Decisions. Let's see. Had to judge from Phoenix, right? That judge is amazing. Everyone loves the judge from Phoenix Wright. Very iconic. Good night, Nami! I hope that you can rest well. I hope it goes well. Good night. You're forgiven because Pepper is very cute. She is so cute. She is so cute. I don't know why I haven't drawn her more often. I really like her design a lot. She's so cute. Okay, let's get the head size. Let's see. Let's make the head a little bit rounder. Her head is quite round. Let's see. Okay, something else that I need to check is her gift. Yeah, her gift is her voice, so we're gonna... I think I'm gonna represent it with like notes. She's a mermaid, so she sings. The notes are gonna have the starry effect. Let's see. I don't trust Pepper when I say there's something fishy with them. She's a little bit fishy. Yeah. I mean, you cannot trust mermaids. Even if they are cute. Wisdom says to not trust mermaids. And a demon mermaid? Yeah, maybe think about it. Maybe you gotta think about it before trusting her. Okay, let's try to figure out the pose. I'm gonna try to make a slightly mirroring pose to Folklore because they don't know each other. They are like siblings, more or less. They do act like siblings sometimes. I think the sea area of the dream world is probably the one that I haven't planned that much. I need to world build. Need to do more world building in there. Okay, let's do the body first. What about the mermaid-like pose? But with the legs. That's very long right now. That's like super long. Counterpoint though, mermaids are hot. That counteracts the wisdom and logic in not trusting them. Checkmate! You got a very good point in there. That's so true actually. I can't deny that. What if Pain Monday was called Mermaid Monday and she was in fact in a mermaid pose? True. That statement would not be inaccurate. Yo, Paper, by the way, welcome! Welcome to the stream. It's a very irrefutable argument. I have nothing to counteract it with. I used to have more mermaid OCs now that I think about it. Right now, I don't have that many. I have like 3, maybe? 3 or so? Okay, let's make body a little bit more chunky, because it's a chewy. Gotta bring them back, but I just removed 5 characters from the list. Do I have to add 5 more? Oh no! All my efforts to shorten the list. You have more than 300 on land. True. Most of my OCs are on land. Bye bye internet! Internet! Bye bye internet mouse specifically! Thank you so much for coming. Not by my internet. Can you imagine that my internet suddenly disconnects? My internet mouse. Take care. Wow. Okay, the pose more or less, I think it works. Oh, she is exclusively live online. Oh, that's false advertising. Oh no, I have been doing false advertising all this time. Disconnect in 3, 2, 1. Uh-oh. What have I done? Verbal typo. Okay. Another funny thing, we have 2 singers in here because there's this and now there's this. They're both singers. We haven't even reached the actual music themed Gardenia demon. It's a very funny guy. I'm gonna have a hard time drawing him because I only know what his head looks like. And it looks like a unicorn. I know nothing about his clothes. Okay. The rest of the pose. So many singers and not enough clay potters. That's actually very true. Maybe I should make one of them a clay potter. Doing clay pottery is actually really fun. Have you guys ever done clay pottery? It's so fun. I used to have like a clay pot made by myself, but I don't know where it ended up. Got lost somewhere. Okay, the arm. Maybe like these. We're gonna go with this for now. Professional gamer demons? There's not much of a gaming tradition, but closest thing to a gamer there might be, it's probably her. She's the only one with internet connection in the entire dream world. All the others don't have internet connection, she's the only one. And she uses it to read fan fiction, so she's putting it to good use. Yo-hooo, welcome! Thank you so much for passing by! Take care! I'll do my best to finish as many as possible today. I need to recover a lot of Pain Mondays that I haven't done. The next 4 weeks or so, we're gonna have Pain Mondays twice a week. Because there's a lot of Pain Mondays that I need to recover. I'd love to make an Otis clay pot! That's so cute! That's so cute. It's super cute. Maybe? I don't want to do exactly the same pose, and I'm starting to do exactly the same pose. Maybe she could have like both arms spread. Mayhaps. Something doesn't quite feel right. It's the arms. I feel like I could make her a lot more like compressed, if that makes any sense. an image in my head of how I could make this chibi, but it's hard to put the shape in paper. It's like she's lying on her back, more or less. But at the same time, more or less the mermaid pose that she had. Maybe exaggerating the composition curve a little bit more. Let's try something like this. Head's kind of round. Okay, this is a bit closer to what I was imagining. Now the problem is still the hands. Let's for now try to add some details and see if that helps with the composition. Maybe that's what it's missing. There we go. Yeah, I like how it's looking. It's just a matter of figuring out how to put the arms, but aside from that, I like how it's looking. Yeah. There's these. Okay, the arms. This one could go here, but I feel like it doesn't really add much to the composition or to the pose. So maybe... Maybe putting this arm over here was not a bad idea. Might be for the best. So this one kind of like this. She's got very wide sleeves actually. they went something like this. I must have had some drawing on paper of her, but I have no idea where they ended up. So sadly, we gotta make do with the pixel art. But I'm pretty sure this went something like this. Okay, this arm now looks a bit small. This hand. This hand's a bit of a mess. And if I put the other hand here, she's gonna look a little bit more elegant, I think. No, white paper! Oh no! It's okay, you are free now. We still have rock and scissors, I guess. And without paper, rock is gonna be undefeatable. Okay, this might be the answer. This way we can make these leaves over there. The leaves are kind of like a cape at the same time, now that I think about it. Something like this. And then they are like on the back. Here there was some sort of thing, like a flower probably. So I always add flowers to my designs. Whenever I don't know what to put, I add a flower, and it always works. It's my trademark at this point. Now here, there was the other flower. This goes like this. Okay, we're so back. This is making a lot more sense. Now the skirt. People with gardens have the same mindset. True. Should add cheese to the design. Cheese demon. This will now be a cheese demon. And now here. There were here these things. There's one here and the other guess it can go down there. There we go. We're making it part of the composition. Gonna add some leaves to them. And I think she also did have like some vines here in her leg, but I'm not quite sure. Maybe for now we can just leave it without. We just leave her legs there. Yosemi, welcome! How's it going? She's wearing a purple rose as we speak. No, I totally did not completely improvise the purple rose in my head because I didn't know what to put. Yeah, it's not like I defaulted to that. It's always been there. Yep. Okay, not looking bad. Not so bad. I do need to compress the chibi a little bit, I think. But aside from that, I think we're good. Okay, we're gonna compress these a little bit. Gonna put this here. I think compared to the others, these would be the right proportions. Now we move her up a little bit. Mi tumor benigno de nacimiento. Eso es mega maldito. I'm Paul without it. No. No, I'm not. It's a part of me. But it's not a part of my hair. It's part of my identity. I guess my identity would be bald without it. That is true. That might be true. Okay, now the hair. Hair just goes something like this. It's a little bit. It's like it curves like this. It's not a single mass of hair. It's like two different strands of hair that kind of intertwine like this. Something like this. This leg though. Kinda joins with the hand and I don't like it. Vamos a arreglar esto. Let's fix this. Yeah, kinda like an 80 yep. Something like that. It does like an 80 shape. Okay, that's a lot better for the hand, I think. There we go. Well, no, your hair is simply thin roots from the flower. No, that's not true. It being green does not mean that it's plant-based. Because roots are usually not green. So it's definitely not the same. Guaranteed by professional gardeners, it is not the same. Because that would mean I have to use like fertilizer to wash my hair alongside the shampoo. And that is not true. how I would add the mermaid tail at the same time. Like, maybe I could expand this part of the clothes a little bit more. Make it a bit more mermaid-like. Maybe I can do like some hoverboard characters have, that have these ends of the clothes kind of mermaid tailish. Could look nice. Could be a great side gag for a plant girl of some variety. That is true! Probably some plant girls do have that. But I just happen to be a ghost girl that is vaguely plant themed. I am built different. Okay, here. Gonna put the ear a little bit higher up. I'm gonna save just in case. Yeah, I'm really glad to hear that. I'm really happy with my hair, honestly. I want to give myself more hairstyles, but I can never find a moment to do that, an experiment. Now the eyes. I'm gonna fix the bangs a little bit, because her bangs are a little bit more curved. Go like this. And this horn too. There we go. Yeah, also costumes. I want to make costumes for myself. There's so many things I want to do. Okay, she's got very specific shape of eyes. It's like very, very round. I think I'm gonna have to change the mouth position. Her eyes do look kinda sad too. If I move it here. It should be looking this way or this way. This way. Yo-hooo, welcome! How's it going? Perhaps eyes closing the mirror concentration while singing? I did think about the closed eyes, but at the same time I wanna have her eyes open. Because I feel like her eyes have a very specific shape that I really wanna show in this chibi. So maybe, maybe like this, wait. I think like this would work. I just need to fix one of them a little bit. He remains expressive even with the shaggy human cat. I was supposed to have a lot more Himekad because my current appearance was decided by a Shindan maker. It said I had to be a ghost girl with a Himekad. But the Himekad ended up very, very nerfed. So now it's a very, very shaggy Himekad. Open eyes, I can't see. Wait, that's not how the meme goes. Es verdad, tienen forma de 6 un poco. Están así. She has 6 shaped eyes. Okay, now the mouse. I think like this it works. Okay, she does look really cute. Proportions wise, I think she also looks fine. I think it's the clothes that look a lot more... They occupy a lot more space. Said by what? A Shindan maker. It's a website that gives you random results every day. You like put a name and it gives you a random result out of something. It was... I don't know if it's still up actually. I haven't seen the website in a while. There was one that was like, what is your VTuber self? And then you could put your name and it would give you a description. And when I tried that, it gave me exactly my descriptions. It was like, wow, how did this get it right? Maybe I should become a VTuber. Okay, this is Vipar. Fortunately, I think her name is gonna fit in here. Fish. Fish love. It can be a randomized character description, but it can also be a lot of other things. Let me see if I can find it actually. It changes the result every day. Let's see. This. Shindan maker. It has AI now? Oh god, no. It used to not have that. It used to have like only like people would write the answers and then it would just like fill up the I don't know how it works exactly. It would have like a pool that people would make themselves. And it would choose one of those answers from the pool randomly, and it would change every day. I hope they haven't added AI slop to it. Please, please no. Okay. Pepper's chibi is now sketched. Next one. The next is... Next is... Oh, here. This one. Yoshino, welcome! How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Okay, for this one I think I'm gonna go with the same pose that she has here. Because this was already her chibi in the previous iteration of Ars Goetia chibis. So we're gonna go with that. Yeah, it's going good. I just came back from my break. I have returned. Now I'm ready to continue drawing. So it said that I would be an idol, no streaming for me. Why not? Everyone can be an idol. Well, it depends on if you want to be an idol. It is fair if you don't want to be an idol. That's understandable. Okay, let's put the head a little bit more like it is in her chibi. For a long time, I really wanted to draw the demon form of this one demon. She's got a very cool armor. I keep imagining her in like the armor, and it looks so cool. But can't be an idol, but I can be idol. Same. Sometimes being idol is a lot better than being an idol. The grocery search engine maker for VTuber, and literally all results are Japanese language only. Yeah, I think it was originally only Japanese, and then they made the English version. I think this is right for the head size. Let's see. Only can get the Gramblue collab and have my own SR unit. But they no longer release SR units, and now they put the collab characters in a gacha. It keeps getting worse. I miss when they gave free SR units in events and in collabs. Collab units should have stayed free in the events. Why make a gacha for the collab characters? Terrible decisions have been made in Granblue. They don't release more SR units, then that makes them super rare. That's technically true. If you think about it, that's technically true. They are now actually super rare. I've been playing a lot of Granblue lately, and oddly enough, I've been seeing a lot of people talk about Granblue lately on Twitter. It's like all of a sudden, everyone is back in Granblue. Everyone is farming Guild Wars. Even I have been farming Guild Wars. I was like, okay, this time I'm finally gonna start encapping some Eternals. And I have been farming a lot of Guild Wars, which is something I never do. What is going on with Granblue lately? I was supposed to be mad at Granblue, not playing Granblue non-stop. Okay, let's do the pose first before I start adding all the details. Okay. She's got a very fluffy little jacket. Stream stuff, apparently there's going to be rolling stuff. True, because they are gonna release the... Well, it's already... Is it already released? The new rolling version? Because now I'm not sure. I wanna play Relink. Wow. Someday I'll play Relink. Okay, something that's not like super noticeable there, but it is a bit noticeable, is that she has muscles. She's strong. Yo, Gatesteo! Welcome! How's it going? Welcome to the stream! Well, design of your art, thank you! I'm really glad to hear that. It's not released yet. Then yeah, I guess it's the hype in general. I love Granblue Fantasy, but I can't help being a little bit mad. Especially because I love Granblue Fantasy. Man. I finished reading the main story. A bit disappointed. But we'll see where the new main story goes. I just can't agree with a lot of decisions that have been done. And the anniversary event was also really something. I have opinions. I'm blue with anger, but I'm green. I'm not blue, I am green. Or do you mean that I am grand blue? Okay, no. I like her hair a lot. Her hair is actually really nice. I don't know, I'm just disappointed at the writing of some characters and how they rushed things in the main story. It's disappointing. But we'll see what they do. If I were green, I would die da ba dee da ba da, but then wait, that would be blue. I'm green da ba dee da ba da. Is that how the song went? I'm already green. Should I da ba dee da ba da? Okay, the head is not... There's something wrong in it. Love Gramblus, of course you end up being more sensitive to quality drops and falls. Yeah, I think that's it. It's just disappointing. Because I know that everything could be so much better, but it's not. And that makes me sad. I'm gonna change some things about the pose. I do want to keep the fan, definitely. But I kinda wanna try integrating it so it doesn't cover the outfit. I really want to draw her with the armor, like it would be such a contrast. Very fancy lady with the bonnet is actually battle-hardened warrior. Blue guys would rather die than be green. It's their loss then. Being green is not so bad. Maybe this horn. Okay, we're gonna move things around a little bit. So the bonnet can now go a little bit more here. She says with her "I love being green" shirt. So true. I should, speaking of alternate outfits for myself, I should make one that is just this. I love being green. Being green is cool. Drawing all my 500 OCs part 2 alternate outfits. You're joking, but that's literally gonna be Pain Monday too. Yeah. I am not joking. It's literally gonna be Pain Monday too. I'm gonna draw all the alternate designs that I haven't drawn in this version of the challenge. Pain Monday will never end. I really like her hair. She's so cute. So pretty. And on the other side, there is also this. Okay, that was pretty fast. There we go. Not joking either, even accounted for inflation in the OC economy. That's true because you said 500. Oh no. Maybe it will end up being 500 perhaps. Nah, the OCs have lowered in number since before my break. I removed 5 OCs in my list. But that doesn't mean that it's 5 less OCs to draw, because they were all OCs that already had chibis. So it's just time lost in the challenge. It is what it is. There we go. Okay, and now the hand. So let's set the fun first. It's gonna cover part of the hair anyway. At least it doesn't cover most of the outfit like in the first version of the chibi. She looks so pretty. I like her a lot. The fun might also go through a slight redesign. Well, we'll see. For now, I'll put it like this. I think the body, I can change the inclination a little bit. The head mostly. Let's see. I can even move this a little bit more. I have to confess, however, there may be some OCs in my brain, new OCs that have been lurking around in my brain lately. There always are, but I try to keep them at bay so they don't enter the list. I'm being strong. I'm keeping them to just like concepts and ideas that maybe someday I might use for something. But for now they are not in the OC list yet. They might even never be. I am stronger than those ideas. Stronger than the potential OCs. They do not control me. You talk about them like their love experience gone wrong. Perhaps that's how they are to me. Like every once in a while, I get inspiration, and my brain goes like, okay, what if I made a story like these, with the characters like these? And then I'm like, hold on, I have like 5 projects on the works. I cannot add more. I have so many things to do already. So I just keep them in the idea box. Okay, I think this here. Let's see if we can add the eyes. She also has a specific shape of eyes, which is kind of sharp. There's a cat! Oh my god, there's a cat on my back! Come here! Come here, little! Wow! I have captured the creature! He capturado la criatura! Mi gata. Okay, the eyes. There's something very different that changes the impression of the eye completely. You need to be a little bit more open here. Okay, the perspective is a little bit off. We're gonna fix it. I think the shape of the head is also what's not working too well right now. If I move the head back a little bit more, maybe also the direction of the eyes. Speaking of Wild Hunt earlier, like the game that is in the pinned message, which we announced recently, this character is also part of a Wild Hunt. She doesn't look like it, does she? Yo, Malfarius, welcome! Nope, she's not a vampire, no. She's a demon. And she usually wears an armor, even if she doesn't look like it here. Prime example of woman with hobbies. try to change the position of the eyes. Maybe here. There we go. Okay, that looks a little bit better. Still struggling with the head shape. There we go. Let's write down her name. And she's done for now, I think. Wait, she's got earrings too. Completely forgot about that. They wouldn't be very visible with the hair in the way. Actually, yeah, they wouldn't be very visible here. Unless I make the hair a little bit thinner. Okay, there we go. I feel like the bonnet could be a little bit better too. It feels a little bit flat. It's so flat. There we go. Hope it's going well in the game. Don't get into too many dangerous shenanigans. Or do, I'm not the boss of you. Where's the fun if you don't get in dangerous shenanigans from time to time? That's the fun of TRPGs. This hair does need to be a little bit more curved, so we're gonna move it here. There we go. I think the only mistake I see is this arm, which seems a little bit long. Wait, what song is that? Missing the context. Okay, let's write down her name. And that's one more sketch complete. That's What's up, Nook? There we go. No, nunca lo vi. Me suena mucho, lo conozco de título, pero no, nunca lo llegué a ver. Okay, let's save. Let's delete these. I think I'm gonna add another note. Some notes. There we go. Okay, next one. Who's the next one? Next one, I know what colors they have, but I'm gonna have to improvise a bit of the rest of the design. I've only drawn her like 3 times, and these are 2 of those times. Breaking What es un papá de 5 niños, demonio. Cómo cambian las cosas. The third one is Lost Media. In fact, I drew it on stream a long time ago. Let me see if I can find it. Because I was doing one of those drawing streams where I just drew the random OC that I got in a random number generator. And this was one of the results. Here. There she is. Tan. Also with no legs. Legs Doko, we don't know. The legs are, they are missing. The legs are missing. There's no legs anywhere. We're gonna have to make them up on the spot. Oh, look at that, it's Rome! We've seen her before. There she is. And then there's also... oh yeah, I was talking about another music theme demon that I have that has a unicorn head. That's the guy. That is the guy. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the rest of his clothes, but that's the dude. Literally unicorn head. He'll appear eventually. Okay. Let's try. Let's see if we can draw the entire body this time, not just the torso. Let's save. Okay. Let's get the head size. And most importantly, the pose. What pose to do? I'm not too sure actually. This could be a good idea for like the start of the pose. That might work. Let's maybe try going with something like that. It's gotta be something representative of her personality. This arm looks horrible. Holy shit. It's not a good idea to start with the arm instead of the body. You know what? Yeah, let's start with the body first. Body first and then the arms. Let's zoom out. Try to get a pose like from far away. Kinda almost looks like she's like this in this. I feel like I've done a pose like this before, but I'm not sure with who. Extend leg. These are more or less the vibes that this pose gives me. She's got very puffy sleeves. Something like this. Okay, that looks a lot better, I think. Sleeves are still puffy, even here. Let's give the ribbon with the flowiness. Not enough to cover the rest of the vest. Okay, I'm liking the pose so far. She looks very dramatic right now. I don't know what it is about the arm pose, but she does look a bit dramatic with it. Let me check her gift though. I think it was a mirror. Okay, she's got a mirror. There should be a way of adding the mirror in the pose. But I like how the pose looks. Maybe it could be floating behind? Let's shorten the body a little bit. Because we need to fit the horns in here. And one of the horns is longer than the other. hair is kind of thin on the back. I still have no idea what to do with the legs. I imagine her wearing like a just pretty normal suit. Because we do need more girls with suits. But I feel like I could do something interesting with the legs at the same time. It doesn't have to be just plain pants. What if we got some belts along the way? Because why not? Belts can add a lot to a design. Maybe that's something that Nomura was right on. There we go. Definitely this leg, I can do better. This belt is definitely staying for sure. I'll think about what to do with the pants. Maybe I'll find some references off stream. This way I can get some more ideas of how to do this. Like this. And about the mirror, what if we put it here? And it just shows her back. There we go. Doesn't have to be anything too wild. Not bad. I think this might be it. I'll roll it down a little bit. And now let's write down our name. That shucks. Wait! I completely forgot to draw her face. Oops! Little mistake. Habemos piernas, habemos legs, pero no habemos cara. Ha habido un ligero problema ahí. There's been a little problem in here. We got the legs, but we don't got the face. Which is probably more important in this case. I'm gonna give her the same expression. The other eye. Minor detail, yeah. Minor detail. No one's gonna notice. Definitely put a lot more importance in the legs this time. Can you blame me though? Legs are important. You know what? Actually, I could even argue that legs are more important than the face sometimes. Sometimes. Let's fix the eyebrows a bit because it feels like the eyebrows are taking away from the slight smugness. They are making her look a lot more like concerned that she should. Maybe like this. One thing I would fix though is the ear. The ear looks really big right now. Okay, now it's a little bit better. There we go. We're done. Her smugness smugs everyone. She does it on purpose. Okay. I feel like her hair is a little bit more messy than it shows up here. There we go. Okay, we still have time to do some more. So, the next one... Oh! Yes! Yes, 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 yes! The next one is one of my favorites! Finally! Wow! At last! Let's save. Yo, Stick! Welcome! How's it going? It's going amazingly! I have to draw one of my favorite OCs of this list! At last! Look at her, she's so perfect. Why is she so perfect? Never again will I make such a perfect design. This is my peak. Oh, and she gets to have mayo as the head reference. The stars have aligned. Everything is so perfect right now. Okay, time to think of a pose. I could do something like this pose. The one up there. But I think one like this might show her design a little bit better. Since the cool lady had to open the stream, the radar was right. It is the coolest lady. She's so cool. Wow. And she's also green. She's so perfect. She's also kind of snake. Snake lady, very good. Okay, let's try figure out the pose first. Totally not favoritism, no. I love all my OCs equally. Totally. Believe me. My source is, it's true. So I could give her standard glasses pose, but it could also be so much better. She's more snake than dragon. She's like a water snake. I do have her snake form also. She's one of the few demons that I have drawn their non-humanoid form. And if you want to meet her directly in a story, by the way, this character shows up in Stories of the Dreaming World, by the way. If you guys want to see this character in a story, she shows up in there for a little bit, but she appears. Which, by the way, I'm gonna be updating the sprites to pixel art. I've been working on it bit by bit, but there's still a long way to go. Hopefully sometime this year I can update it. It's gonna take a while. Okay, first of all, let's try to get the pose right. Let's see if something like this works. I'm gonna have to make the body smaller. Compact chibify. But it's a start. She's got a very long flowy skirt with these kind of vines. Another thing I tend to forget in her design is this belt over here. A lot of times I just forget to draw it. Everything is so compressed. So compacted that it's a little bit hard to draw all the details. Now here. If we make this skirt a little bit longer. The leg also has some of these. True. One thing that really helps plan the pose is the gift that each of these characters has. Oh. Okay, don't judge me for this. She has a very specific gift, which I define as vines because her name is Binet and it's kind of a pun, but her gift, I would say it's kind of a whip of sorts. So maybe that could be a way of planning the pose, I guess. Don't judge me, okay? That might be the way to figure out pose. What's that? Sleeves? We don't judge you, then the judges will be out of work. I mean, they need a vacation. Maybe it's good to have a vacation from time to time. You know, not judging people and all that. Yeah, I recommend. Vacations are nice. Okay, yeah, this arm needs to be a little bit more over here. Okay, it looks a little bit more elegant like this. We're gonna draw them like vines because they are supposed to be vines, okay? Even if it looks like a whip, it's supposed to be vines. Please believe me. They're gonna come out from under her sleeves because they are vines, of course. I just don't want it to end in like a handle. It would be kind of meh. Maybe just... Vine closed down in 2017, but it's still forever in our hearts. Where would we get amazing references? From TikTok? TikTok did not have... what was it? My mind went blank. Oh, I am the sun guardian, guardian of the sun. That one was a good one. And also, is that a weed? I'm calling the police. TikToks are okay sometimes, but nothing beats the old Vines. Vine might have died, but Vine so she's still alive. Different kind of Vine, but still a Vine. I don't know how to do the end of this. Maybe we can just leave it at this, whatever. I guess like this, it works. Yeah. She's so pretty. What the hell? Why did I make her like this? I did all the right decisions when I was designing her, I think. Okay, hair. Her 3 horns. It might look like a whip, but it's vines, okay? It's a silly pun because her name is Vinay. So it's a silly pun, okay? It's not. It's all normal. She's so cool. One thing I really like is her hairstyle, especially the long hair wrapped in vines. You run, guys, all over my. No, Sting! Don't sacrifice yourself. I will stay here. I will stay here instead. Don't worry. You guys run, okay? I'll stop her. I'll be fine. Do not worry, I'll be right where I want to be. I mean, what? Being a vine or a whip isn't mutually exclusive. Sometimes there's a vine whip, like in Pokemon. There's an attack that is called Vine Whip. She would have that attack if she was a Pokemon. Ow! God! Ay 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 ay. Okay, now the hair. The hair goes all the way over here. And then there's all those vines. There's some leaves here because there are vines also coming out from here in the head. Think about Yu Yu Hakusho, but Pokemon also works. Oh, I've never watched Yu Yu Hakusho, so I'm missing the context. But truly, Pokemon rules apply to everything. The only thing I know about Yu Yu Hakusho is that clip, but like I think it's the main character that is sitting reading the newspaper, I think. And then a guy with horns appears. And the guy goes, the protagonist goes like, that guy's got horns! Well, not gonna ruin my day! It's okay, I think anime series with like old art styles, you get used to it when you watch them for a little bit. It's like with any style that you're not used to. Rose into a whip to fight. That feels very adjacent, yeah. Because you know the thorns in the plant. It would make for a nice weapon, yeah. Okay, she looks really cool like this. I'm happy with how it's looking. Oh wait, true. The dress has like sparked. By the way, that reminds me, I have been watching anime lately, which is really unusual also. I've been watching I finished the second season of ReZero and then started the third one. At last. I'm at like episode 7 of season 3, I think. Ah! No, please don't crash, Sai! Please don't crash. It's been nice, it's entertaining. The plot gets more and more complex, which is something I enjoy. ¿Para cuándo Re1 y Re2? Oh no. Me da un poco de miedito. Sé que estuvieron rebajados hace poco, ¿no? Creo. No, lo estuve viendo yo sola. Tenía pendiente la temporada 2 desde hace tiempo, porque empecé viendo algunos capítulos y luego dije, ok, voy a seguir escuchando música y no seguí viendo la serie. Pero ahora, mientras me pongo a trabajar, me pongo los capítulos en la otra pantalla y he estado viendo. I do sometimes feel like 90% of anime fans don't watch anime anymore because we don't have the time. Anime fans now have a lot of responsibilities and they cannot watch anime anymore. Sadness. Modern anime fans probably watch more anime TikToks than full episodes. Short videos have done a lot of harm. You cannot watch a series through TikTok clips. Can you imagine people posting like entire anime episodes through TikTok clips? Like people posting the episodes in 3 parts on YouTube back in the day. Imagine. Okay, I think I need to redo the eyes. Something's not quite... Also, yeah, the head is a little bit too small. That's what I get for using Mayo as the head reference. Head turns out small. Pretty sure it's happening. I wouldn't be surprised at this point. I'm excited to watch Witch Hat Atelier though. I think there were 2 episodes released. I really want to watch it. I'm also very excited for more Dungeon Meshi eventually. Someday. Why would I want to watch an anime from my clock? TikTok. You can watch anime in anything. Even in clocks now. You could even watch it on your fridge if it has a screen, perhaps. Okay, now this looks better for the proportions. Let's try to do them really fast. Figure them out. It should be something like this. Let's not forget the glasses. She's so cool. Why is she so cool? Why did I make her so cool? Snake lady, my beloved. Okay, she's perfect. She's so perfect. Wow. Let's fix this part of the hair a little bit. This horn's supposed to be bigger than the others too. Marita's finally Wolf Pass. Can it run Doom 2? Can it play anime? Perfect. It's the second most important question. First one is if it can run Doom. The other one is if it can play anime. Next step is to make anime in Minecraft. Making anime play in Minecraft. Yomi-san y Tamino Getsu Yomi parte 2 de 3 HD ligero 360p. No, borraron la parte 1. No me suena, pero no la vi. Me perdí en la parte 1. En la parte 2 también, porque tampoco la vi. Pero tiene Yomi en el nombre, seguro que tiene que ser bueno. It has Yomi in the name. It has to be good. So the most important question was if it's a chicken or a crocodile. It's not the most important question, but it's the most vital one. The most life-changing one. Chicken or crocodile is absolute. It's the definition of the understanding of everything. For example, this character that I'm sketching right now, crocodile. She's definitely crocodile. A snake that lives in the water, that's crocodile. Wait! That's true, Getsuyomi means Monday. Oh, Yomi-san Itami no Getsuyomi, Yomi Spain Monday. Oh my god, I didn't connect the dots. Yeah, it has to be good then. It has to be good for sure. But part 1 is it still exists. I'm pretty sure it still exists. It probably just got buried in the YouTube algorithm, but somewhere it still exists. Okay, this is Fine. There we go. Okay, I think this is a good progress for today. I think we're gonna leave it here for now. Because it's nearly the hour in which I start getting hungry and also very tired. So, next day, the last 3 characters are gonna be this one, and this one. We're gonna do these 3 next day. And then this page will be all sketched and we can start line arting everyone. So, yeah, good progress today! 5 sketches! We are so back! I'll continue next Monday because, you know, it's gonna be Monday. So, that's the day for pain. We're gonna be continuing the next Monday, and also on Thursdays I'm also gonna be doing Pain Mondays because there's like 4 Pain Mondays I didn't do these past weeks. So yeah, we gotta recover those. Cat! Oh my god, there's a cat! Do you have anything to add? Meh. Meow. Cute! Meow. Okay, I know you're hungry. Are you hungry? You have food. Never mind, you're not hungry. You just want attention. So, but before more Pain Monday, tomorrow I'm gonna be Mother 3. I will be playing Mother 3 because we need to continue. We left it in a very, very important moment. We gotta find our friends. That's the gist of it. Yep. When you burn out? Nah. Probably not. Probably not. I'll be fine. Most likely. Estaré bien. Yo creo que estaré bien. Y si me canso, pues lo recupero otra semana. No pasa nada. Si hace falta, haré 3 streams por semana. Me gustaría poder retomar los 4 streams semanales. Con el lunes del dolor. Luego un juego el martes. Luego arte el jueves y juego largo el viernes. Ese es el horario que me gustaría recuperar, pero quizá, como vengo de un descanso, me lo tomo con calma y hago 3 a la semana quizá. I'll probably do like 3 or 4 streams a week. I'm gonna try to go back to the usual schedule and do at least 3. And when I feel like more energized, I'm gonna try to do 4. Because there's a lot of short games that I want to play, and my list keeps growing, and I keep not streaming, so it's time to get to that. Yep. So, tomorrow Mother 3, I'll see you there! And most of all, thank you all so much for accompanying me today! Muchísimas gracias por acompañarme hoy! Así que por ahora, cuidaos mucho, y nos veremos en la próxima! For now, take care, and I will see you next time! Ow! Cat! I'm here to say bye-bye! Meow! Bye-bye! Bye-bye!